Hi everyone, I am popping on here and we are going to talk about eye colors again. Last week I talked about blue eyes and this week I'm going to talk about green eyes. So I want to introduce myself. My name is Sonia Frame. I'm an independent artist for mascara makeup and I'm a mother of 4, a homeschooling mother of 2, a grandma of 1, and another one due in about a week and a half maybe. So anytime. I wanted to go over today green eyes. We went over blue eyes last week. I want to revisit the color wheel. So when we did the blue eyes, we talked a lot about the oranges, and they are the colors that make your eyes pop. Now, any eye color can wear any color, but there are colors that will make them pop. So think of like colors that go together. So like if we're going over green, the green and the red, you think of Christmas. When you think of blue and orange, you think of maybe sports teams, all of that. So we're going to talk about the colors that are going to complement your eyes, which is the opposite on the color wheel, complement your eyes to make them pop. So talking about green eyes, but I want to visit the neutral palette. I created a palette on here in my palette of colors that are just neutral. I mainly start with these, maybe 1 or 2 of those, and then I'll put on my pop of color. So I wore today on my eyes colors for green eyes. I mean, they're with this light is kind of hard to see, but I put on Cupcake and what did I put? Oak. And then I did Amethyst, I think is what it was, so which is the purple. So, and then I lined with Ivy League. Drawing a blank. So this is a neutral palette, okay? These are the colors that anyone can wear. They are a good place to start on your eyes. So this was Cupcake, which is what I had on. Then I put on Oak. Oak is Cupcake. These are all mattes, and these are shimmers. And this one is one that's quite shimmery, but you can wear it on any eye color also. So I put on Cupcake all over. Then I put on Oak, which I think is considered a shimmer, but there is almost no shimmer. There is just a little bit darker than basic. And then I went on and put on this color, which I'm gonna double check because I feel like I'm saying, no, it's Amethyst. I feel like I was wrong. So I put on this color, okay? So we'll go over all of these colors. I'm gonna swatch them on my hand, but this is the one, these are the purples. These are those colors that probably most green-eyed girls would be drawn to anyway. So got the purple right there. So we're kind of skipping over the red because red is not something that people wear on there. So we're gonna go right to the purple. So I'm gonna swatch these and show you how pretty they are. Okay, so let's go first. Let's put the green. I'm gonna put the green on. I think this was so helpful last week. I did this for the blue eyes. And here's your green eye. This is not the color you're putting on your eye necessarily. This is the green eye. And I am gonna put on there first, I'm going to put on there London, which is a purple. And I wanna pop on some other ones too. London is pretty light. Let's see if we can, okay. Then I'm gonna put on Amethyst. I'm gonna put it right on the other side of this. See how pretty that is together. And then I am also going to swatch Lullaby, which is a little bit more of a pinky purple. Okay. All right, I'm gonna take my watch off. It's in the way. Okay, so we had London, Amethyst, and Lullaby. Now these are all mattes, so I wanna do the mattes first. I also put, I'm gonna pull this just a little bit closer. I'm also gonna put on here Coco. I consider Coco to have a little bit of a purpley color to it. It's probably considered a brown, a neutral. It's still pretty, but to me, it has a little bit of a purpley hue to it. I don't know if you can see that. So here's your green eye, and then there's your purples. Now these are all mattes. So I'm gonna wipe them off, and then I'm gonna go to the shimmers. So wipe those off. So pretty. Okay, so let's put that. I'm gonna put the darker green on here now. I'm gonna put it over here. Okay, so this is Ivy League. This is what I used to line my eyes, and I'm gonna kind of put it on dark here. There we go. Okay, so the next one I want to do is Gilded. Now, I feel like Gilded and okay, so these are shimmery. You can see that. I feel like Gilded and Bend and Snap are really similar. I've never heard anyone else say that. I feel like Bend and Snap is just a little bit more shimmery than the other, but see how they're, I guess on they don't look as similar, but in my palette they do. So here is Gilded, and that was Bend and Snap. So I guess the extra shimmer. So I guess, yeah, very pretty. Okay, so, and then I want to come in with Kin, and Kin is quite dark, and it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. I love it. So those are more of the shimmer. Those are more purples, but these are shimmery. So I want to visit one other color that I tried on my eyes the other day, and it just didn't really show up. It didn't help my eyes or anything, but I feel like it's a really pretty color, so I need to figure out how to use it. And it's Mama. It's a matte. It's a really, really, really light pink. So it's pretty. It would be a beautiful accent. I've got to figure out how to wear it. So those are the shimmers that I have. There's a lot more shimmers than this, but that's the shimmers that I have. Okay, so a couple other ones besides our neutrals that I feel like look pretty with the green eyes is, I have a different setup today. I bet I've spent an hour trying to find the right wall and the right lighting. And I have my phone sideways. I'm just trying some different stuff, and I'm about to drive myself crazy. I have the ring light on because I wanted to use it, and I don't know what to do about this glare on my glasses. So, trying to figure it out. So, okay, here's some Ivy League. Another color, another avenue maybe you could take is Gold. Gold also looks really, really pretty on blue eyes. So you want to glam it up for Christmas, or you're just wanting to go out. I think that was Golddigger. Yeah, that's Golddigger. This is Ivy League. And then this one is Foxy, which is definitely more of a copper, which I think is really pretty too. Foxy's probably one of my favorites, and it's probably because it has that orangey tone in it. So this is, again, Ivy League, Golddigger, and Foxy. So really, really, really pretty. Now, there's another, I don't know as though, let's see what this looks like on. It's just a really shimmer. It's Soulmate, and I grabbed it, and it kind of looks pink, but it in the case, it kind of looks peachy. But when you put it on, it does have a little bit of pink hue to it. So that's another one that's really pretty. So if you have green eyes, these are, ooh, kind of daggered my, these are some really, really, really pretty colors for you. I also used on my cheeks today, I used the Plum. Grab my other palette. I used Plum, which is one of my very, very favorites in the lip and cheek. So this is Plum. I can swatch that for you. So if you're wearing these purples, you could wear anything. I chose to wear Plum today just to show you more purples. Now this is nude. I want to put this next to it because I even get them kind of confused in my palette sometimes. So here's nude and there's Plum. Put the Plum on a little bit darker. Very similar. I think our best seller is nude. I love both of them, but if you wanted to get just one, I think you could get away with it. You can just see this has a little bit more purple in it. So, all right. I think we pretty much covered the green eyes. So, again, the golds, I daggered one of my eyeshadows. The golds are more of your, they're closer to the green in the color wheel. So it's not as much of a pop as it would be that if you're using the purples. But I don't know, I like them. I guess they're more, what do they call it? Harmonious, where these are more complementary. Maybe if I turn it this way. These are more complementary to the green eyes. So here's your Nooch palette. Again, you could pick any of these colors. That's Trust. I have it ordered. I said that last time, went and looked. I'm like, what is taking this so long to get here? I didn't have it ordered. So I don't know what happened, but it is ordered for reals this time. But I love to use that on, I use it on my eyebrows. I use it as eyeliner, and I do use it in the crease and everything. So you can start out with these neutrals. The neutrals are, these are mattes. Thought I would separate them this time. Cupcake, Basic. This one was a new one, and I can't remember the name of it. It has a little bit of a, I don't know what I want to say. It has a khaki color to it. It's called Bird. Let me put it on for you. Oops. Okay, so this is Cupcake, which I used all over my lid today. Okay, now I'm gonna put Basic next to it, which is Love It. If I'm just going out, nothing, no basic, real basic eye, I will use Cupcake, Basic, and then I put Oak over it, but I'm gonna show you what Bird looks like next to Basic. So see how it just has a little bit more of a khaki, ashy color? Beautiful, love it. That one's a new one too. So, okay, then we had Bird and Trust, and then this one is Sabrina. Sabrina is almost like the shimmery of the Cupcake. This is Rome, more champagne-y maybe, but it is shimmer. This is Stay Golden. Stay Golden is, you see that? You can use that all over your eyelid, and it cancels out those purple tones, which is, you can see it more than that on my eyelid, but you can't really see it on here. I think I did that today. I have purple underneath here just naturally on my lower lid, and I just take Stay Golden and sweep it across, and it just cancels out all that. So, and this one is Oak, little tiny bit of shimmer, but don't hesitate to order it if you aren't a shimmer girl. And this one is Stardust. Love it. I will take any color. I put a little bit of Stardust. I forgot about that. I put a little bit of Stardust over my Amethyst. I don't know if you can see it. It's not, it doesn't take away from the color that's underneath it, but it is so pretty on. See that? Isn't that pretty? So it's like a silvery bronzy color. So it's really pretty. So I would recommend anyone getting that because you can just kind of sweep it over. You can use it to highlight, you can use it to accent, you can do whatever. So, all right. Another thing I forgot to talk about last week. I'm gonna adjust my phone there a little bit. Don't skip eye primer. Big deal, I promise you. This one is NYX eye primer. It's white. You don't have to get the white. They have a flesh color too. There are lots of eye primers out there. Use what you like. We don't have an eye primer. You can use our highlights, we call them highlights, but they're foundations. You can use that as a primer on your lid if your eyelids aren't greasy. Mine can be a little bit oily sometimes, so I don't use them, but you can use your highlight and set it in with like the Cupcake, and you shouldn't have any problem. But don't skip the eye primer, I promise you. It's a big deal. So this was like $8 off of Amazon. I couldn't find it around here. We live in a small town. So you need to for sure need to get it. I did have one that was in a tube and put it on. It was also a NYX because I couldn't find this one. Did not like it as well. I like this one. It's a little bit more creamier. It's not, a little bit more towards a cream instead of a liquid. So that's why I like this one. And I've had this, oh my gracious. I've had this since before COVID started, and it is not even half gone. So just sweep a little bit over your eyes, kind of let it set in, and put your eyeshadow on. So, all right, I am so glad that you joined me. I am gonna let you go, and next week we're going to go over brown eyes, and then I'm gonna maybe do, might go over hazel eyes. I don't know. Again, I said that last week, but I haven't done a whole lot of research on it. So, all right, I'm gonna put some palette suggestions at the end of this video. And if you want me to help you pick out any, you want me to create you a palette, I can actually go in and create a palette and send it to you. It's called Palette Builder. And then you just add it to your cart. You can actually swap things out, whatever. If you want color matched by me, you can go in my bio and there's a link there. You can just go to the website, my website, and just look around and see what you think about it and see what we have. So I'm so glad you joined me. We'll talk to you later.